What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to go ahead and interview Jessica from Keep Calm and Clean. I'm so excited to have her today on our show. If you guys are checking in for the first time, basically what I'm doing is I'm doing a series on fast-growing YouTubers that started their channel around a year ago, that their channel has really just boomed and they have this early success super quick. And they are here today to share with you guys all of their tips and advice. And also we're here to recognize their greatness and their success and where they've gone with their channels.
Hi.
Hi. So real quickly, you guys, Jessica is a mama of two beautiful girls. She has almost 46,000 subscribers. Yeah. Or you have 46,000 subscribers. And she's been doing YouTube around a year now. So do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit?
Okay, hi, I'm Jessica. My channel name is Keep Calm and Clean, like Lindsay said. I have two little girls. I have a 10-year-old, so a preteen, and then a 3-year-old, so a toddler. So my life is kind of crazy. I'm kind of going through two different phases of life at the same time. And then we have two little fur babies, and my husband's also in the military. So
that's right. That's so awesome. And he's home now.
Yes, he just got.
For a little bit or for a while, hopefully?
We never know, really. This is his 9th deployment, though, so I'm just glad to have him home.
Oh, that's so awesome. So my first question is, why did you start YouTube?
Well, I've been a viewer of YouTube since, like, '08, so about...
Oh, wow.
Right when YouTube kind of became a thing, and I always kind of had, like, a semi-dream of what it would be like to have my own channel, but I never really looked too much past it just being a dream. And then about 2 years ago, I discovered lifestyle channels, and one day I was just sitting on the couch watching one of those videos, and my channel name, Keep Calm and Clean, it came to my mind because I have anxiety. I struggle with that, and cleaning helps my anxiety. And I was watching all these women doing these cleaning videos, and I was like, you know, I could do a channel, and it could be Keep Calm and Clean. And then I was like, okay, I have to do it. And it was just like a sign from God that it was time. So
that's so awesome. I love that. I'm so glad you finally took that leap.
Yeah,
and I love that. I never knew that your name came from that. Like you associated with that and it calming you down and helping with your anxiety. I love that idea. That's so cool. Okay, so what do you feel that you did that helped you grow super fast? Something that can kind of help other people with their own channel.
Consistency is number one. I think if you decide that you're going to do it, you have to commit. Like, commit to it. You're going to be consistent, so right away decide, you know, how many videos a week you want to do, whether it be 1, whether it be 5, but stick to that. And then I have it written down here in my notes because I was really thinking about this. 2 would be engagement. Make sure you're engaging with your audience and, you know, being friendly and creating like a little... It's almost like a little world that people can escape to, and they want to feel like that's their place that they can go and they feel welcome there. Make friends, make other YouTuber friends, because you're going to need the support. I promise you that. You will need the support, but also they can give you advice and tips and tricks, and you can learn from them. And let's see, what was the last thing? Research. I always preach that on my channel if I do a video about YouTube. Research and learn everything you can on your own before you start. That way you kind of have an idea of what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome. Thank you. What do you feel is most important in growing your channel?
Okay, so most important is, again, consistency. And then second is searchable content. So you're going to want to make videos about things that people are searching for now. A lot of YouTubers will tell you, daily vloggers and things like that. People aren't searching for that.
Yeah.
They find those channels. So you're gonna want to make videos about things they're searching. So cleaning videos, for example, routine videos, things like that that are popular right now. That's what you're gonna want to focus on. And then of course you could throw in anything else you want to. But if you want to be discovered, you have to make searchable content.
So what was the first camera that you used when you started, and what is your current camera or / equipment that you are currently using?
Okay, So I had a Canon T3i, which is like a DSLR camera, and that's what I started with. But really shortly after that, I think once I got 100 subscribers, I got the Sony A5000, which was a really great camera. But I think I had been doing it maybe 6 months or so when I upgraded to the Canon G7X Mark II, and then I just recently upgraded my DSLR to the Canon 80D. So currently I'm using the G7X and the Canon 80D.
Oh, wow. Nice. I love that. Congratulations. And what software do you currently use? Do you currently edit with?
I edit with iMovie, and then I use PicMonkey for thumbnails.
Okay. And is iMovie a free one, or is there like a fee or anything? I'm not familiar with it personally.
No, it comes free on your Mac. It should anyways. And I think if it, for some reason, you didn't have it on your Mac, which I would think would be extremely weird, and I'd probably take my computer back to the store and see what's wrong with it. I believe you can download it in the App Store. I'm not sure if it costs money, but I know it comes free on Mac.
On an average, how long does it take you to edit and upload a video?
Okay, so there's 2 different categories for me, cleaning videos and then like sit-down videos. So cleaning videos take the most time. A cleaning video can take anywhere from 2 to 3 hours to film and 3 to 4 hours to edit. So it can take pretty much an entire work day, but it's usually split up because I am a mom and I work from home, so I do what I can when I can. And then sit-down videos are a lot easier, and I like to batch film those, so I like to pick a day where I can go in and just film as many as I can, and typically that's anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, more like 2 hours, and then to edit those is like an hour. They're pretty easy. So
who influenced your style of video?
So that would actually be Love Meg. If you don't know who Love Meg is, have you been hiding under a rock?
Aww.
I've been watching her since she had probably 10,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
So little. And I liked how real her channel was, and I just liked her channel. So I guess she's who inspired me.
Oh, that's
in person too. So.
Oh, you met her in person?
Well, as in person as we can.
Oh, yeah. That's so awesome. So who are YouTubers that you watch on your free time?
Okay, so I like Kristen Casper, you, Love Meg, Katie Satilli, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings because when I was thinking of all of these people, I was like, gosh, I don't want to leave anyone out. But the truth is, when you're a YouTuber, you don't watch a lot of YouTube. You don't have time, and even if you did have time, you're kind of like over it at that point. So I don't watch a lot of YouTube anymore, but if I do, those would be somebody that I would probably click on their video first, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes total sense. We were talking about this before, but it's just so hard for us because we're working at home, and then we have our families, and then we're editing, and then we're advertising after we edit and film, and it's like we're constantly working our butts off for our channels. So it's really hard to like keep up with all of our friends' channels and support everyone. Like I know all of us are like maybe lacking a little bit, but because we're all doing this, like this is our job and our hobby and it's our life now, and it's just really hard. It's like nothing personal because I feel like it's busy. We're all busy. So yeah. If there's one thing that you could do differently when you started your YouTube channel, what would it have been?
So I would probably not express my feelings towards haters, and I don't get a lot of hate, thankfully. But when and if I do, I used to kind of be open about that and express like how it bothered me, and unfortunately that caused me to get a lot more hate. So if I could go back in time, I would probably have not ever brought it up.
Yeah. And that's kind of sad because you were just expressing and sharing your feelings, sharing what you were going through with your audience, that you felt comfortable to do that. And then you kind of got a little bit of backlash for doing that, which kind of sucks. And I'm so sorry that happened.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's like they can express their feelings, but I can't mine. And it's kind of this tug of war, but I just gave up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so my next question for you is one tip for a new YouTuber.
That would be to do you. And so what I mean by that is to just be who you are, which is hard. That's one of the hardest things about being on YouTube is being yourself, because fear of rejection when we're putting ourselves out there. But be as you can be. Do what makes you happy, and make this a passion and a hobby and not a job. That way you love it, and if it goes somewhere, fantastic. But if it doesn't, you still have this great hobby.
How do you balance being a mama and having a YouTube channel?
Not very well. I don't feel like I manage my time well, but I try to always make my kids a priority. I try to edit at night when they're in bed, or if they're otherwise occupied with something. And then kind of like I said earlier with batch filming, I'll try to set aside a day that I can, like, this is the day mommy's going to work. So I'm going to try to get as much done in that day. That way it frees up other days and I can give myself to them or whatever else needs to be done. But it's hard. I'm not going to lie. It's one of the hardest things, because you struggle as a mother. Am I giving my kids enough attention? But then you have your own wants and desires and deadlines and things, and it's hard. It's just hard.
I think it's really hard for us because our job is at home, so they're with us. Like, we're not putting them in daycare or with the other parent and then going off to work and working for 7 or 8 hours. We're working here and getting things done and stuff, and they see us and then they want us, and it's really hard to balance it all. And, you know, are we stopping and taking care of them? And then we got all of this on our to-do list. So it's just really hard being like a working at-home mom, I should say.
No, for sure. And like something some people may not realize is in a lot of, at least in my cleaning videos, there are times where I've filmed a good portion of it and then I've had to cut and spend almost an entire day dealing with whatever my kids need, that whatever's come up, and then come back and film later. And to them, it looks like it's all just one thing after another, but there's 2-3 hours in between that I wasn't filming.
Yeah, you had to be a mom first. Okay, so I know we already touched base on this a little bit, but to have like more of a direct question for you, how do you handle negative comments?
So the way I handle negative comments is, well, there's two different categories of negative comments in my opinion. So there's the trolls that are just like the ridiculous, you know, that it's nothing comments. And then there's the true people that are trying to bring you down and say, you know, personal things directed at you. So I'll read that comment as soon as I read it and I see it's negative, I delete it, and 9 times out of 10 I'll block that person just so that I don't have to. They obviously don't like me, so I'm doing us both a favor. But by deleting the comment, reading it once and deleting the comment, I have found that usually within 20 minutes, I don't even remember what the comment said. So that's what works for me. And it took a long time for me to figure that out. I used to dwell on them, but I read it, negative, delete it, and I don't think about it again.
So do you have any outside hobbies?
Yes, I love photography. I like to do it mainly for like my kids and stuff, just so I have nice pictures of them, but sometimes friends ask me to do it. I love photography, and then obviously decorating my home, and lately I've been really getting into organizing, which is crazy because I used to hate it, but lately I've been enjoying it.
So the last question before we go is, what was the last movie that you've seen in the movie theaters?
So the last movie is actually The Last Purge. I love all the Purge movies.
Oh! We've seen them all too, but not this last one.
Good. It didn't disappoint me.
I can't believe they're still going with it. That surprises me.
I know, and I hope they keep going.
Wow, I'll have to see it. Well, thank you so much for popping on here with me and chatting and like giving us all of your tips and advice. Do you have any like last minute things that you want, a last minute message you want to deliver to everyone that is starting a YouTube channel or kind of new at it?
I'll just say, like I said, go into it as something fun and a hobby for you, a creative outlet or whatever it is for you. And if it goes from there, that's awesome. But if it doesn't, you're not disappointed. You can still enjoy it. Know that it is hard work. It's not easy. Sometimes I think you can kind of get lost in YouTube and you see these millionaire vloggers and all they do is vlog themselves and they're millionaires, but they worked really, really, really hard for that. That didn't happen overnight. It took a lot of hard work for years and years and years. So just remember that it isn't easy.
Awesome. Thank you so much for doing this with me. I really appreciate you so much.
Thank you for asking me.
All right, you guys, so I'm going to have all of Jessica's information down below in the description box. I want you guys to head over to her channel, go check her out, show her some love. Also, you can follow her on Instagram. I'll have that down below too. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and give us a like just to let us know that you guys like these interviews, and we will see you guys later. Bye.
Am I supposed to say bye?
Yeah, one more time. I was like, what's she doing? I'm just joking.
Bye, guys.
Bye.